But I have a surprise. You're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. Okay.
Okay, I know what that is. I know what that is.
What is it?
It's my auto-tuning the thing, whatever I did, and then you did something with that, and yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna bring it up. But how has everybody been? Let's do a round robin, Mr.
Round robin.
Mr. Vint, Mr. Jet. Oh shit! The notification just popped up.
I've been good.
What you been up to? You back in the office?
I've been good. No, there is no office. I am on paternity leave right now. I'm taking care of my son.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
That is my main gig.
How old is he? How old is he right now?
Daddy daycare. He turned 5 months today.
Nice.
Yeah.
How old is it? What is his name?
Lucas.
Lucas. Oh, nice.
Oh, I'm not supposed to give it. That's his Star Wars name.
Okay, nice.
But yeah. Yeah, so I've been good. That's basically. I was working from home.
Okay.
For the year after the pandemic.
Okay.
Not much action there. I started working on my website again, a little bit here and there.
We are doing the blogging stuff.
You been blogging?
Yeah.
What topics are you covering? Travel? Give us the elevator pitch.
It's been a while, so I mean when I was going really hard, it was like travel, food, entertainment. Now it's been just strictly entertainment. I haven't done much travel stuff because I haven't traveled. Well, actually, I have traveled, but I haven't written about it. I went to Mexico over the summertime, and then I was in Georgia over Thanksgiving. So yeah, I've been around. I've been moving around, but mostly not really writing about it as much as I used to.
What the hell is in Georgia for you?
My wife's brother lives there, so we visited for the holidays, for Thanksgiving.
That's cool.
That's pretty much
That's
it.
cool. How about you, Big Money?
Pretty much it. Just fatherhood.
Fatherhood?
Oh, ding.
Big Money?
Hello. Yeah, you cut through. You asked me how am I doing?
Yes.
Okay. I'm doing fantastic. It's been a great 2021. So a lot of big events. Got married. I went to Hawaii. Changed the job. Left HBO Max and moved to another company. It's pretty fun. It's good so far. On the side hustle, doing some market, learning about crypto. It's fun so far. Yeah. Excited for 2022.
2022 TOO. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Holy moly! Oh my god.
Is that the one you did? Okay.
Yeah, but I can't hear it though. You can hear it?
I did.
Yeah, we heard it.
Yeah,
Oh no, dude.
Dad, what do you think about it? Huh?
I don't know how you able to hear that shit. And I'm not able to hear that shit.
Yeah, you came to my place and this is what you did? Oh man, this is what you did. Getting all those fancy musical instruments and you did this?
Yeah, man.
What is
In fact, I featured it in my newest video. It's just a whole bunch of... Holy moly!
Yeah, you have to pay me royalty, man. You have to pay me royalty. Every time you use this?
Oh, I can hear it now. All right.
Okay, Twashe, it's up to you now. Now tell us about you. What were you up to? How have you been?
Dude, this whole entire year has been like kind of a blur. You know, a lot of changes. I went traveling. I rented a whole bunch of fancy cars. You know, I kind of got distracted away from YouTube, and I think the VAM show specifically became a little bit too serious, you know. And I think everything that was going on, it was kind of just veered off course, you know. And I felt like serious topics were what anybody was really talking about, and you know, I figured I'd rebrand the VAM show sometime, you know. But I think that's why I'm so excited for this show, and I kind of stumbled across everything because I can't get my shit working. Holy moly! You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Oh, man.
So, but why did you name it VAM?
So the VAM show was supposed to be co-hosted by myself and Jet and one other person, and VAM was just like the letters of everybody's names smashed into one. It sounded kind of hot, kind of like BAM, you know, but it was VAM.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, VAM. Okay, that's how it started. You guys did 59 episodes already? Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, we used to
man.
do it every week, and we used to have like a paper, we'd had a Google sheet, and we would just write down all the articles that we wanted to talk about for that week. I mean, big money. If you want to get in on this, if we want to like redo this whole thing, we can. I'd be down to do it with
I'd love to do it. Podcast is
goes.
the next big thing, man.
I mean, it's been a big thing for a while. I don't know if
I'd love to do it. This is pretty fun, though. I've never done this. So it's like, yeah, if you want to write down a bunch of stuff, interesting stuff to talk about, yeah, definitely, I'd be down for it. Yeah,
I think what made it great starting off is that, like, you know, we kind of covered like a lot of pop culture and music, and it was a little bit lighter, and we just kind of reported like matter of fact. In fact, the VAM show was like right at the beginning of COVID. Like, we had like saw this thing and that nobody cared about, and we were like, this might be a thing, you know. And
the first time I ever heard about COVID was on the VAM show.
Are you serious? Really?
I'm dead serious.
Wow.
Yeah, we were on it, man. We were on it, but like, you know, and I think we had no idea what was like about to come. You know, I think none of us knew that like we'd be talking about it for years, and all the political stuff that came afterwards, right? Which kind of, like, in my opinion, it was important to talk about, and we did have great conversations, but like, I think when I started the VAM show, it wasn't necessarily, I think when we started it, I didn't think that was like necessarily what we wanted to do. You know, we just wanted to talk about shit.
No. Yeah, I think when we started it, we did a lot of like music talk, movie talk, things like that. And crypto talk. I think we did some crypto stuff.
Oh, really?
But yeah, but then there were two different nights that the show would be on. So there was one that was me and Twashe, and there was another night where it was Twashe, Lux, this guy Lux, and Yard Sale, and the girl. What was her name again? Twash.
I remember her actual name. I don't remember her handle.
Okay. Yeah, it was them, and then I would join in that one occasionally. And then when I started to work, then we didn't do the Tuesday one anymore. But I would pop into the Thursday one, and we would talk about like pretty deep topics. Yeah, it did get very serious. It was interesting, but yeah, it definitely wasn't as upbeat as it was earlier on. So I could see what Twashe is saying.
Del Seuss just gave us a comment. Thanks for stopping by. You're the first person to come by and say hello. Yeah, man.
Really?
He asks, what do you want out of the show anyway? The scope of approach each time seemed very, very broad. Yeah, I mean, I think it usually, like Jet was saying, it usually surrounded more pop culture, movies and things, and I think today we're going to talk a little bit about it. We are off script completely, and we've got a new guest right now, but which is big money over here, and
big money.
Thank you for having me.
And that's okay. I think the broadness allowed us to explore a lot of different topics, but I think when it gets a little bit into the realm of politics and stuff, it's very difficult for us to kind of bring it back. I might do something else, but I think it'll be rebranded as something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've evolved.
Another channel or something like that. But
yeah.
All right, let me see if I could get this configuration stuff to show up some visuals for us while we talk through Cobra Kai, because we're gonna get into Cobra Kai. Big Money, you seen it yet? Hello?
No, I didn't. No, I saw a lot of chatter about it, but I didn't see it. Yes. Tell me about it. Probably.
Del Seuss, have you seen Cobra Kai?
Yeah. No.
I'm talking to Del Seuss, our one viewer. Yeah.
One viewer.
Yeah. Let's see. You haven't. All right. So Jet, maybe you could give us a little bit of a background on what Cobra Kai is. Maybe people don't know what Cobra Kai is. Other than just a really cool badass name.
Yeah. I'll give a background of Cobra Kai and then our background with Cobra Kai. So Cobra Kai is the continuation of the Karate Kid trilogy. If you've watched Karate Kid, it's a story of Daniel LaRusso, who is a kid that got bullied in high school, learned karate from his Japanese karate master, and got revenge on his bullies for 3 movies. And then Cobra Kai,
are we sure they were his bullies?
They flipped. Well, I'll get to that. So Cobra Kai, they kind of flipped the concept, and they take the quote-unquote bully from the first film and make him the protagonist, and he's restarts what was the bad guy dojo called Cobra Kai, and then Daniel LaRusso is almost made into the antagonist in the first season of Cobra Kai. That quickly changes, but I'm not going to get into that because that's a spoiler. But when the show starts, they basically flip the story around to make the bad guy in the first movie now the good guy, and then the good guy is the bad guy. And this concept was inspired by, I believe, How I Met Your Mother. There was an episode in How I Met Your Mother where they explained their view of the Karate Kid and basically their version of it. and that's where this guy Johnny, who was the main character, was actually the good guy, Johnny Lawrence, and that Daniel was actually the bad guy because Daniel stole Johnny's girlfriend, and that's why Johnny bullied him. It wasn't like he just bullied him out of nowhere. He bullied him because he stole his girlfriend. So that brings us to Cobra Kai, which was originally on YouTube Red, which was YouTube's like premium video service. So nobody knew Cobra Kai when it was on YouTube Red except my man here, Twashe. And during work, I saw the previews. I saw the previews for it, but I didn't have YouTube Red, so there was no way for me to watch it. This guy at work, we used to have like a lot of downtime, so we put it on and like watched it together because we were like the only people working on the weekends. And me, him, and another gentleman who will go unnamed, we used to watch Cobra Kai, and we were like hooked on this show. Like it was like the best show I ever saw at that point in time. It was so good. And yeah, the rest is history. And then now they're on the 4th season of what. So what happened was season 1 and 2 were on YouTube Red, and then Netflix bought the show because YouTube Red I think is now defunct. It's they just have YouTube Premium, which is no ads, but they don't make shows anymore. And now Netflix owns Cobra Kai, and ever since Netflix picked it up, the show is like a zillion times more popular. It's all over the place.
It's crazy because you get a lot of like. I remember like YouTube doing it, right? And it was like
it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy how Netflix gets these things so right all the time. Like Squid Games, Cobra Kai. How do they do this all the time?
Yo, they do not get it right all the time. Did you see any anime that they try to remake is trash. And you want it to be good, right? They always make it like a live action thing. And did you guys see Cowboy Bebop?
It doesn't look good.
All right.
Like I can't bring myself to hit play on that thing.
Is that an anime? What?
Yeah, I can. That and Death Note. I can't bring myself to hit play.
Yeah, no, dude. I would say watch the first episode of Cowboy Bebop. Okay, the new live action the new live action Cowboy Bebop. Sorry, I'm like really distracted by the music right now. Like the music is the sky is saying like hello, hi, how are you? In the music, I'm like, oh my god, what is this?
Holy moly! No, oh god, come on!
Never gonna hear the end of it, bro. Never gonna hear the end of it, bro.
Get over it. Get over it. I wanted to ask, like the Jaden Smith Karate Kid, is it the same Karate Kid you guys were talking about previously?
No.
The 3 version. That's not the one, right?
No. I thought that was.
Okay, yeah.
Did you see that, Jet? The Will Smith's kid,
Jackie kid? Yeah, Jaden Smith and
Raj. Sorry, I don't know who Raj is, but Big Money. The original Karate Kid movies were released in the 80s, and there were 3 of them, and then there was a sequel in the 90s that came out with a girl, Hilary Swank.
Oh, really?
Then, in the 2000s, Jaden Smith made a remake, not a sequel, a remake of the original Karate Kid.
Oh, I didn't know
with
that.
Jackie Chan.
Okay.
With Jackie Chan. It was a remake.
Jackie Chan. Yeah, I know. That was a big hit, bro, back then, right?
Was it?
No?
I don't know, man.
No, I think it was a flop. That's why they never made
it was a flop?
Yeah, that was a flop.
Oh.
I never saw it, so I can't say it's trash, but I'm betting it is trash.
Oh, okay.
Look, man, what made the Karate Kid originally great, okay? Del Seuss commented on the. I'm a little bit late, but he commented on the live action shit on Netflix. He says, I refuse to watch anything they make live action. Japanese animation should stay Japanese and ideally 2D. I don't know, man.
Japanese.
I kind of agree with you. There's a different feel to it. At the same time, I still want to try it every time, and I fall for it every time. You know, I opened up Death Note. Okay, circling back to Cowboy Bebop. Watch the first episode. It's fun. It's not great, but it's fun. And it's kind of cool to see the characters that way. They messed up really hard on the plot and characters, but like the cast, you know, the cast had really, really good chemistry, you know? And I just think that there's just something wrong with the writing, and the action sequences were all messed up. Like it was like watching action sequences in slow motion, so I feel like the editors were shitty. Who was who played fucking, hold on. John something. This guy.
John Chu, right?
Yeah. So John Chu, yeah, he did a not so bad Spike, in my opinion. In my opinion, he did a really good job. But the series, like the writing itself, was just so shitty. There was no way he could get around it, and the editing for the action sequences were just so shitty. There was no way you could ever get around it. You know? All right, stop talking about it, because we're here to talk about Cobra Kai. Look, I think
I gotta watch the original Cowboy Bebop. Then I'll give that one a shot. I never watched Cowboy Bebop.
Okay, but what I'm saying is watch the first episode and then stop, because the rest of it is pretty trash, right? I mean, even the first episode's not too great, but like it's at least fun to see your like favorite characters in live. The thing is that they missed like a lot of the darkness. You know, they kind of removed a lot of that, the depth of like some of the characters, and they completely changed some of the characters in some cases. One of them, they made a trans, right? But in the original, that person, the character was forced to take hormones in prison. It wasn't like a choice, you know? I don't know.
Is this Cowboy Bebop a big
Franchise?
series? I mean, I never heard about this.
There's only one season.
Okay.
But it's so great, and it has a huge following, you know? Like
It's 1998? That's
Yeah.
when it started. Wow.
and the guy who
One of the
plays
biggest
Jet,
animes of all time.
yeah.
Okay.
The guy who plays Jet was casted really well. I thought he was casted really well. That's what I'm saying. Like the core team, you got John Cho as Spike. The guy who plays Jet, I don't even know his name, but he was really good. It was strange because I'd be like listening, and now when I look at the old cartoon, I almost picture him. And then Faye, I thought was going to be really shitty, but she turned out to be not too bad in the dynamic. I don't know. Now, Cobra Kai is
Did
not an
Netflix
anime.
do one-
It's a full blown series, right? Except all the characters from the original Karate Kid are now super old. So let's just
Tell me this.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me this. Is this the new movie? Just I'm seeing a Cowboy Bebop. It's an official trailer. I see as a movie. Is this?
They turned
On
it into a
Netflix?
live action show. Yeah.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Can we talk about? Did you guys watch Squid Game? Can we talk about it?
let's get to Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll do Squid
okay.
Game
Get the
after.
Cobra Kai, then I want to talk about Squid Game. Yeah.
We'll
We'll
do
get-
Squid Game right after.
We'll get to
Yeah.
Squid
Okay.
Game.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
What made the Karate Kid
So-
like so great is kind of it was kind of cheesy, you know? It was an 80s cheese, and then it had like some serious themes to it, but it was still 80s cheese, right? And like anytime you watch any Cobra Kai, it's 80s cheese, and they start the season, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff, but like I started watching this new season, and I was just like, man, this might be too cheesy for me. I don't think I can take it anymore, right?
Yeah.
But like each episode after that, it gets like gradually more and more and more serious, and that cheese just ends up being like hilarious, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
All right, so
It's
go on. Yeah.
it starts off really cheesy in the beginning. Yeah.
Every season it's cheesy as fuck, and then it gets like really serious, like some serious, almost awkwardly serious themes enter the mix. Look, here's what I'm gonna do. Let's just talk about Jet, what do you think about going through the cast and just talking about like highlighting some of our favorite moments from the show?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
All right, I'm gonna bring up. Hopefully, I can get on IMDb. Whoops.
Hey, Raj, you have to watch Karate Kids before you watch Cobra Kai.
Why? Oh, the original. The original. I need to watch the original.
Yeah, just the first three Karate Kids. Don't worry about the other.
Where can I watch it? The original.
I think they're on Prime Video. Did I just say
yeah.
the name?
Okay, the original.
Money.
Let me.
Nah, yeah, well, you called him Roger.
I'm sorry. What was that?
All right,
Big Money.
Yeah, Big Money. Yeah, Big Money. Tell me.
Daniel
Yeah, check it out,
LaRusso.
Prime Video.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm checking it. Okay.
he is
Cobra Kai.
He is the main character of Karate Kid, and he is in Cobra Kai. He owns a car dealership now, right? This season, I'm not gonna lie. I am personally tired of him talking about Mr. Miyagi. It's always
Yeah, I agree.
Mr. Miyagi this, Mr. Miyagi that. And I'm
It's
like,
a little unrealistic at this point.
I'm like, dude, just shut up. Shut up, Mr. Miyagi this, Mr. Miyagi that. He's like a kid, dude. He feels like he never really grew the fuck up, and I just can't deal with it, you know. So the season starts off with like Daniel LaRusso and
Hey, you cut off.
Yeah, man, you got cut off.
What the heck happened?
My bad. It starts off with Daniel LaRusso and what's his name? Fucking his nemesis.
Johnny Lawrence.
Johnny Lawrence, right. And they're gonna teach these kids together because somehow they finally got together, which you and I had been waiting for 3 seasons for. Right?
Yes.
Like, we knew that they had shit in common, that they really wanted to be like, you know, great, and if they could just get their shit together with each other, they would probably get along really great. You know.
Yep.
By the way, so for people who haven't watched it, Cobra Kai is basically, it's insane because it's a bunch of high school students literally beating each other up. Which, in
It's
no
like,
way,
in fatal situation.
a kid broke his
It's a
fucking
place for
back,
people to
and there's no
vent
legal
themselves out.
ramifications for any of it. None.
No. The cops don't exist in Cobra Kai.
Oh wow. Dream place, dreamland.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Anyways,
as long as you're doing karate, you can beat somebody to near death and you'll be fine.
Oh wow.
yeah, they be hitting each other, man. They hitting each other. All right.
I
I
used
said
to
my
do
part
karate
about
when I was a
Daniel
kid.
LaRusso for this season, and that's all I have to say. I'm just tired of him going.
So have you
Miyagi
wait, have you
Miyagi."
finished the season? Have you finished the season?
I have.
You did finish it?
Yeah, have you?
I finished it, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you
Alright,
like it? You like it so far?
Well,
Yet?
anything left with Daniel LaRusso because I'm gonna move on.
I think Daniel LaRusso is a stubborn Italian.
Okay.
I think, and I think that goes like under, like, that's not something that people really pick up on. But since I'm Italian, I see a lot of the Italian qualities, hard-headed, stubborn Italian, in him, especially in this last season. And you see his cousins, they calling each other like Stunad and stuff like that. That's so like Brooklyn Italian. I thought that was funny, the Italianness of Daniel LaRusso and how he's actually from Jersey.
Oh really?
Yeah, in the original movie, he's living in Newark, New Jersey, which is odd because, I don't know. And he moves to Los Angeles, and that's how he ends up like not fitting in and getting into this guy's girl, and the guy beats him up. But anyway, we can move on. Danny Boy is the main character of Karate Kid.
Let's talk about his son this season because his son is fucking crazy, right? So all 3 seasons we've seen this kid and he's just like head in his fucking phone, right? Playing fucking video games all day. You never really see much of him, right? And then this season he's all grown. He's a fast talking motherfucker all of a sudden. I don't like I didn't even recognize him, to be quite honest. And then he starts bullying this new kid at school. What's his name? Kenny?
Kenny, yeah.
Kenny. And I love
That's
this
not till
kid,
the second
Kenny.
episode they start that storyline.
I love this.
You like Kenny?
I love Kenny, dude. The opening scene is him with his like headphones, fucking just jamming out and shit. You know what I mean? He's like really nice. He's a scared little boy, whatever. I hope I'm just seeing this picture now of the Spider-Man from the animated Spider-Man, Miles. I hope he plays Miles. That would be cool if he played Miles. Whatever. Anyways,
Oh yeah, that would be cool. I think he'd be a good Miles.
I think he'd be a perfect fucking fit for Miles. But yeah, he gets bullied, and his main bully is fucking Daniel LaRusso's kid, who all of a sudden has decided not to play video games and just like fuck with people. I don't know. Do you think he makes
Are you showing a picture of Kenny?
I was showing a picture of Kenny, but now I'm back on the photo of
Oh, I'm
Daniel
seeing LaRusso again.
Yeah. You think
Or
that
LaPusso, as they call him.
you think that he's gonna redeem himself in any way? Maybe learn karate?
Anthony?
Yeah.
God, I hope not, man.
Yeah.
I feel like you don't want to keep beating that into the ground, right? Like, another guy gets beat up, learns karate, and says it like, no. It's got to stop somewhere, right?
I'm surprised Kenny.
I'd like to see them make... I'd like to see Anthony take a different path. I think that would make it more interesting to me. I don't want to see him do the same thing his dad and his sister did.
Yeah. Oh my God. All right. let's. What do you think of Kenny before I move on?
Kenny. I mean, he's like a sweet kid in the beginning, right? He's like a sweet, innocent kid playing his little games, and he gets bullied. I like him. Towards the end, he gets really angry. He reminds me of like Hawk. His transition reminds me of Hawk's. Hawk was kind of the same story.
Yeah.
So I just think they're kind of rehashing the Hawk thing, but I think it's necessary because like somebody's got to play that role since Hawk is like no longer in that role. So I think Kenny will have a similar trajectory. I just hope Anthony's not really a part of it, to be honest. I hope he gets into it with somebody else next year. I want Anthony to like become like a super genius or something and like be like, yeah, see, I didn't need karate. Like I just hope they do something different with him, you know. And then Kenny, just leave Kenny out of it. Let Kenny like fight somebody that joins Miyagi-Do or one of whatever.
I thought he was gonna end up with Miyagi-Do. Or Eagle Fang. Eagle Fang.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's very up in the air after that finale. So,
all right.
I don't know. Are we going? Are we
we
moving on to
segued
Sam?
into Sam for a minute.
Yep.
Yo, I cannot stand her character this season because she's driving around in like a Mercedes top of the line AMG fucking coupe. And she's driving around beating on people the entire time, getting angry and shit. I can't get in with her. Like before she was driving around, I was like, okay, yeah, she comes from like kind of a wealthy spot, but like, she deserves to kind of be, have her own too. But it just kind of makes her look, I don't want to use the word, but it just makes her look kind of out of place to like have any beef with anybody.
Yeah,
because she's got it too good. I mean, she's got Miguel, who's star dude, and who was the man that she wanted in the end. A good guy.
Yeah.
You think she's just gonna get angrier in the next season?
It looks that way. It looks like she's gonna be doing stuff with Johnny, more stuff with Johnny, which is interesting.
Yeah.
I like how.
Go on.
Oh, what's that? Go ahead.
Go on.
What?
Oh, go on. Sorry, I interrupted.
No. Yeah, I like to see her do more things with Johnny. I like how they interacted at the end of the season with her and her dad, and her dad accepting, that Johnny was going to be an influence on her. I thought that was good. I thought it was good growth for Daniel, because Daniel needs to have a little growth. Like, you can't keep him in season 1 Daniel forever. I feel like they take 2 steps forward and 5 steps back, and it's getting old. Like, if you can't find a middle ground for them two, like Lawrence and Danny, then just keep them separate.
Yeah. Lawrence has grown.
I don't care. I don't care about their rivalry anymore. It's not that interesting.
No,
That's what was great. It was season 1 material, but now it's like, all right, move on.
I said no name. I didn't forget to ping you. There's a bot for that. Did you see Cobra Kai? I said no name.
We have a new listener?
Yeah,
Viewer?
Another viewer. He says first 3 seasons. So you saw the first 3 seasons. All right. So I hope I don't spoil some of this for you. We don't spoil like the last season. Yeah, it's the 4th season. It's the 4th season that we're talking a little bit about. a little bit about. All right. You want to talk about Johnny Lawrence?
Yeah, let's talk about him. Well, what did you think about Sam? Oh no, you said your part already.
Yeah, I said my part about Sam.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
So Johnny Lawrence, why don't you go first this time? What do you think of him this season?
Yeah, I think Johnny's consistently been the best character on the show. I think he's the best written character. I just feel like the LaRusso thing, like he feels like he's kind of over it, but like they keep dragging him back into it. I'd love to see him just move on from that crap, and I like what he's doing with Miguel. I like the love interest from season 3. Not to spoil season 4, but I like that he moved on from Allie. I just like to see his growth. I think it's great. The only thing about him, which I was watching a YouTube video earlier that is kind of weird, is that he was kind of this rich kid, and like that element of him is completely not present in the Cobra Kai version of Johnny Lawrence. So I thought that was interesting. What how are they gonna address the fact that this guy's like, he basically became like a blue collar guy, like, and I get it, like him and Sid didn't get along, but like I don't know, he was at country clubs and things like that in the first Karate Kid movie. But I like Johnny. I like where he ended up.
You don't think they addressed it? Like
did they? I mean, refresh my memory if they did.
Yeah, I mean, like there was a flashback of him, and he didn't want to be like his dad, and he didn't want to necessarily be like a part of it, you know? Like, I think he had always been kind of, you know, when you grow up with a person that you dislike so much, right? It can be especially a parent or a step parent, right? You try your damnedest to be like the opposite of them. And his father,
right,
his stepfather, was not somebody he wanted to necessarily be like at all. He didn't even want his money, you know? He refused to like take any of that. And he wanted to be completely different, and he's still stuck in the 80s, still stuck as a kid in some sense, right? And so there's just no way he would want to be that. He doesn't see his father as badass. Johnny Lawrence wants to be badass,
right?
But yeah, I mean, I think this season, and I said no name, I'm gonna spoil some things, so I'll give you a couple seconds to. I don't care. We're here to talk about it. I'm gonna spoil some things. The relationship with his son, and his son going to Cobra Kai, and him being with Miguel. He gets a little bit possessive over Miguel throughout the season, and I feel for him. I do. Yeah. I do. At the same time, that scene where like he's totally shit faced, and he's crying and he's talking about being like a father. And then Miguel's there, he's taking off his shoes, putting them in bed, because he's too shit-faced after he just got his ass whooped. And he says Robbie's name instead of Miguel's name. That burned, man. That burned so hard.
Yeah.
And
that was rough.
It was rough. And Miguel was clearly like fucked up, I just especially since like he wanted to, and that Johnny wants to be like a father figure to Miguel as well, but and I personally, it stung me personally. This is what I'm talking about, where like Cobra Kai starts off as like a really lighthearted, cheesy ass dumb show, but then they pull shit like this where like that's a sting, right? Like I was, I'm an alcoholic, right? And I was in a situation where like I would say things like that, be completely shit-faced and just mumble some shit and not even remember it. You know, like the next day, Miguel and Johnny show up at the competition, and Johnny has no idea what he had done. None whatsoever.
Yeah. It kind of plants the seeds for what Miguel does later on in the competition.
Yeah. Yes, he does. Yes, it does. All right. Well, why don't we talk about Miguel?
Yeah, you can go first with this one.
Yeah? Where is he? I can't even see him here. Oh, his picture's just
Cholo.
Really different.
Cholo Mariduena.
Yeah, he's got like facial hair here. So, like, just to be clear, like, all these people are like, all the people that are supposed to be in high school, I looked them up, are actually like in their 20s now. And I think they were in their 20s when they started filming this thing to a degree, or at least 18. You know? Anyways, Miguel in season 4 looks fat. He looks fat.
He does.
He looks like he'd been drinking too much or something. Like this shot right here, like his face is super round. I'm like, dude, what did you do off season, man? What did you do off season to yourself?
He enjoyed that Cobra Kai. He enjoyed that Cobra Kai money.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. But then you also have these like more modern pictures of him. I don't know. Oh, you can't see it. Here it is. Wait. What is this? What is this picture of him? He's got like facial hair and stupid long hair. I don't know what that's about. Whatever. I just feel bad for Miguel throughout the whole entire season. He's, you know, in an awkward situation where Johnny's fucking his mom.
Yeah.
My favorite part is like Johnny Googles, how do I tell my student I'm banging his mom?
I know, that was a good one.
All right, and then my second favorite part is where Johnny and Miguel are recruiting for a female competitor, and he like says some shit about being a man and how they confront that problematic term by something along the lines of empowering anybody to be I don't even know what else he said. Something about feminism. That was just hilarious. Yeah. I think it was hilarious that he was even able to deal with like wokeness, you know?
Yeah, that was a good. They did that well.
Yeah,
they pulled that off.
I'm surprised because it's, you know, Johnny is not woke at all. He's quite the opposite.
No. He's the opposite, right?
All right, your turn.
Yeah, I mean, Miguel, I like the fact that he got to work with Daniel. I liked him working with Daniel thing. I thought that was interesting. I wish I would have done a little more there. I don't know if they gave Daniel a lot of good people to work with this year. He was mostly working with like VAM and like Hawk, which was weird. I don't know how much I like that. Even though I like Hawk, but Daniel, he didn't have much chemistry with those guys. I liked him and Miguel. I wanted to see a little bit more of that. Johnny's possessiveness was interesting. His reaction to it, and then the ending was good. I thought. I'm glad Miguel. See, that's what I like. That's like the same thing I want to see with Anthony. Like, I like that Miguel just went and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna do my own thing. You know, I'm not worried about what these people think. I'm gonna go find my dad. You know, and I thought that was dope. I thought that was he came into his own, and he's got to do what's right for him, and I like that. And I think they should go in that direction with more characters instead of like, oh, I'm gonna join the karate tournament. Like, keep the karate tournament thing going, but you know, certain people are gonna find their outlet there, and then other characters will find their outlet elsewhere. I'd like to see Miguel come back, and I probably figure like the end of the show, he's gonna like win the last tournament that they're gonna have probably. But 'cause he's like the main. I guess he's like the main protagonist, right? Like he was in the first season. He won the tournament. He was like the top guy in Cobra Kai. He was like Johnny's son, basically. So I figure they'll end the show how they started it. But yeah, I mean, I like what they're doing with this. He's very well written, and the kid's pretty convincing in the role. It's good.
King just joined us on the
Exactly.
stream. Thanks, man, for hopping in, showing some support. Just talking Cobra Kai, man. Have you seen it? The new season? Have you seen any of it? All right. Well, I want to talk about Tori for a minute.
Tori, your favorite?
She is my favorite, and she's super fine. There's no way around it. I have the biggest crush on Tori. Also, I think this is the season where we start. Haven't watched the show before. You should, King. It's an extension of Karate Kid. It's super cheesy at first, but it's fucking hilarious and super serious at the same time. Tori. All right. Here's my thing about Tori this season is that. All right, King. Thanks for popping in. This is the season where Tori. You know she's a model, by the way. You like the actress?
Yeah, Peyton List.
Yeah. It's weird because she doesn't, you know, there's a lot of scenes where her face looks like really weird. And I don't know. Her and Robbie go to prom this season. All right.
Yeah, hey guys, I'll have to drop off. I'll chat with you guys later.
Yeah. All right, man. Have a good one.
Yeah. I'll
Next
talk to you
time
guys
we'll
later.
get
Have
into
fun.
some other movies. I think we got a lot of movies to cover.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely gonna watch Cobra Kai. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do
Yeah,
that
check
right
it
away.
out, man.
Hmm?
Look, this is a Tory.
Yeah, thank you
wallpaper.
guys. Yeah.
All right. Peace.
All right,
Wait.
Holy moly!
Yeah. Alright, man. Make that as a ringtone. Huh?
Oh yeah. That's right.
Alright, bye-bye.
Peace,
Good night,
man.
guys. Good night.
All right. So this is the season where Tori ends up being, I think she starts to kind of move to the other side a little bit. You know, the connection with Daniel LaRusso's wife. I don't know her name. But
Amanda.
I really start to feel for all the shit she's got going on. You know, her mom's not feeling well. You know, she's the only one bringing income. You know what I mean? And you know, she's realizing that like a lot of this stuff is like piling up on her, and you know, she can't just keep lashing out and stuff and not trying to make peace in any kind of way, you know. And it's a hard lesson to learn, but like nobody's ever been there around there to like show her differently, you know. So I've started to like the season where Miguel broke his back. I was really annoyed by her, you know. I love her, but like I was really annoyed just by her lashing out and stubbornness, you know. And this season I feel bad for her, man. I feel for her, and I just kind of want her to succeed in some kind of way, you know. To get some kind of break.
Yeah.
I do like her and Robbie hooking up. I think they're more in tuned with hotness. Yeah, I said no name. She is starting to switch those sides,
I
man. Switch those
I
sides.
can see what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who was she doing stuff with Miguel? I don't remember if she was doing stuff with Miguel. Was she flirting with it?
Yeah, she was with Miguel briefly, and then that ended, and he went back with Sam in season 3.
Yeah, I just didn't think she was. I thought she was too good for him, like hotness wise. You know, and Robbie, he looks like fucking Zach from. No. Who does he look like? Looks like the dude from like the teen heartthrob from Home Improvement. What was his fucking name?
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Yeah, he reminds me of like that era. And like,
yeah, he does have a little bit of a 90s appeal.
Characters from Boy Meets World and fucking Saved by the Bell.
Yeah. Do you think Tori was like the leader of Cobra Kai this season? Because like Robbie was not really Cobra Kai. He was like kind of using them, and it wasn't like you kind of knew that the whole time, and he was just trying to get back at Daniel and his dad or whatever happened. I forgot what happened in season 2 and 3, but I remember he went to jail for the fight.
Robbie's using Cobra Kai?
I mean, he says it, right? He says, "I'm just using this to get what I want." He's like, I don't care about Cobra Kai. And I think what he wanted was to get back at Daniel and his dad. And I feel like Tori was like the only true and tried like Cobra Kai person left, because everyone else is gone. Like Eli, like Hulk is gone, and Miguel is gone, and like all the main guys that were there were gone.
I think she's Cobra Kai's flagship for sure. If that makes sense.
Yeah, she was the face of Cobra Kai this season. I mean, who else would it have been? Kyler or that guy? I mean, come on. That's a joke. You know, he's just like the token bully.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But you know what's funny? Kind of going back to Kenny, I found like some parallels between Kenny and LaRusso's story a little bit. Yeah, because he's getting on this girl that Anthony has had a crush on for like a while or whatever, you know. And he's just kind of, you know, he's clumsily fucking up everybody's shit, and you know, it's almost like at a certain point it's almost no surprise he's then gotten picked on, but like, you know, it was clearly taken too far. And like, you know, when he was dancing by himself and made fun of, I don't know, but Tori, man.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, well, let's talk about Robbie then.
Okay. I'll go first. Robbie's okay, I guess. I don't think his situation and his look match. I feel like he looks really clean cut, but his situation is so bad. Like, you know, his father is a deadbeat and his mom is a drunk or whatever. And he's just like a very clean cut looking guy. Not so much like his looks, but how he carries himself for the situations that he went to jail and like. But yeah, he's very, very like clean, if that makes any sense. And as far as like what he did in the season, it was fine. I think it was. I think it's what was necessary, but I wasn't like blown away by any of it. I thought the part where they chopped off Hawk's hair I don't know if I love that. I felt like Robbie probably wouldn't have done that in previous seasons.
Nah, he definitely wouldn't have.
Yeah, and I don't know if that fit the character. It just kind of even felt weird when they were. I like that scene. Like that scene felt more like something Kyler or like Hawk would have done. You know, he didn't pull off the mean that well. I think that's one observation I had. He and then they kind of broke him with Kenny, and I thought that was cool. I thought that was interesting.
Oh, they. What do you mean broke him with Kenny?
They broke him like he was trying to be like this badass, like no mercy type of guy, but the reality was that's not who he was. You know, he melted and he felt terrible about what he turned Kenny into.
Yeah,
you know, he kind of turned Kenny into a little monster. You know, and,
I think that I thought
he showed his remorse at the end.
I thought that relationship was great. I thought
with him and Kenny.
Yeah, you know, he wanted to help and he brought him to this place, but like, you know, I think you think Kenny becomes like the face of Cobra Kai
in later seasons.
Yeah, like Tori was face. You know, at the end of the season, we find out, you know, she's not feeling it as much, right? Because what's the Silver?
Silver.
The deal with Silver made with the refs is like you know, she's not feeling it. She's already in a place where she's like questioning things because, like, you know, she's trying to get her life together and shit, you know. Let's talk about Silver, man. What the fuck? What's his name? Can't find the cast. These are like the
Thomas Ian. I don't know. Look for Thomas.
We'll just put Silver Cobra Kai. I love that they brought this guy back. And when they first put him on the screen, you know, he didn't have his hair pulled back. I didn't even recognize the dude, right? And then they pulled back his hair and I was like, oh shit. This is the badass I remember from Karate Kid 3. You know? The psychopath. The absolute psychopath.
Thomas Ian. Oh yeah. Thomas Ian Griffith. I think it was his name.
Yeah. I can in some ways relate to this dude. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm living in a life that I'm not really a part of, and there's this other life that is just more me, you know, and I'm sitting around talking about vegetarian egg rolls or some shit, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, like when they start him off and he's like with this woman and he's a vegan. Yeah.
Yeah. Vegan.
And you're remembering the guy from Karate Kid 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think he's the most anticipated, like, returning character.
Yeah, he is. I said no name.
When they mentioned his name,
Book of Boba Fett. I saw episode 1 and episode 2. Are you watching that, Chet?
I started one, but I'm only like 10 minutes in.
We're gonna talk about that later. We're gonna talk on another episode. We should do this. There's a lot of good shows to talk about.
Yeah, there is a lot right now.
Yeah, there's a lot. All right, sorry I interrupted you, but
no problem. Yeah, no, I love Terry Silver. I'm a big Terry Silver fan. You know, when you watch Karate Kid 3, it's not the best movie, but it's very traumatizing because you see Daniel get like annihilated for like 2 hours, and like even when he wins at the end, you're like, yeah, he probably shouldn't have won that because these guys were slaughtering him. Terry Silver's an absolute maniac in that movie. And Mike Barnes is like a beast. Like, he kicks Daniel's ass all over the place. and Daniel basically gets lucky at the end of the movie. But in reality, it's like if this guy Barnes comes back in season 5, it's over for everyone. Like he's gonna kick everyone's ass. And Terry Silver, man, he's kicking ass in this season. He wipes the floor with Johnny, like, and he's a real martial artist in real life, which I thought was cool.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's a black belt in real life. Yep.
What?
He was just cool. Like they wrote him so well, and they kind of like they explained like why he was so insane in the original movie. The cocaine and alcohol or whatever, and it made sense. I think it worked.
Yeah.
And, Silver's the man. I was always a big Silver fan, and they brought him back really, really good. He's older now. He can't do the same antics that he did in the movie, but I think they found a nice pocket for him, and I like his I like how he was kind of like pulling the strings behind the scenes and like secretly screwing everyone over and getting his own way. I thought that was awesome, and I thought it made perfect sense after what happened in Karate Kid 3. Like with Kreese kept screwing up, and he's like, "All right, Kreese, I'm not gonna let you screw this up for me again. This time I'm gonna take charge, and I'm gonna take over this whole thing." And I thought that was a perfect ending for him.
Yeah, I agree. Thanks, man. I said no name. Thanks for always coming and checking out the VAM show.
Yep.
We'll do a Boba Fett. We'll do a Boba Fett episode. Especially when the season ends, we'll do like a whole thing like we're doing with Cobra Kai. It'll be great.
Yeah, I'm down for Boba Fett.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to talk about there too. Yeah, man, Silver is the only one who I thought actually like. I didn't think they made him look so decrepit and weak, and when I saw him like perform, right, like he was the only one. He is the only one out of everybody on the cast. I'm gonna be really like all the older dudes like Johnny Lawrence, Daniel Russo, who when he performs, he looks like he can actually fucking fight.
Yeah.
Like, Daniel seems like, I can suspend belief a little bit, but like he looks like you're gonna snap him like a twig, and those blocks ain't gonna stop shit. But
yeah, I agree. Terry Silver looks like he's coming from the WWE.
Yeah, man.
Like he has a look. He has such a great look.
I even appreciated him. In the beginning, I'm really glad the way it ended. With him and Kreese, right? Like, I was like, I really liked Silver kind of stepping all over Kreese for a minute, It just really excited me about it, and I liked his approach. Like, I would fucking follow Silver,
Yeah.
And then he kind of took this like beta approach, right, with Kreese after Kreese brought up Vietnam and all that shit. And I was like, what are you doing, man? And a lot of the times where Kreese like kind of gives up on his morals or whatever, or his conviction, and Silver's just standing there like all super confused. I feel bad for Silver. I'm like, maybe I'm just like evil as fuck. But what Silver did to Kreese was evil as shit. The whole thing. He beats up that kid. Brutally beats up that kid. I don't even know the kid's name.
I know. Stingray?
Stingray! You mean
he's not even a kid. He's like in his 30s.
Thanks, man. I still feel like a kid. Stinkray, you mean?
Yeah, Stingray.
He gets his ass whooped, ends up in the hospital, and Silver just puts it all on Kreese. All on Kreese. And then suddenly Silver's back to being alpha. Love it. Love
I didn't see that coming, I gotta say.
No, I didn't either. But I loved it.
I thought he would do something to Kreese, but I didn't think it was that. I thought it was gonna be something else.
I loved it. But
I didn't think he was gonna put him in jail.
Here's the thing, man, about the whole thing. You know, the drama between Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do and like all these like old men sending kids to fight a war. You know,
Yeah.
It's really kind of creepy. Yeah. Really think about this. These people are fucking insane. Even Miyagi, I mean, even Daniel Russo and Johnny Lawrence. These people are fucking insane.
I know. What about the end, man? When Daniel loses and he's like, what am I going to do? Like, what do you mean? What are you going to do? You lost. Go home.
Go
you have a hot
home.
wife. You have a car dealership. Like who cares, bro? Like, you're really going to sacrifice your life to win a karate tournament? Like, give me a break.
Yeah.
You didn't even take it that seriously in the original movies.
Yeah. Even in the beginning of the season, he was just himself doing it, you know? He didn't even open a dojo. He opened the dojo originally because of like he lost himself, man. He lost himself along the way. They fucking broke him. They fucking broke him.
Yeah, man. Danny boy.
And I don't understand Silver and Kreese's goal. Like, did they just want to like have karate everywhere? Cobra Kai? Like, is that it? They just want to start like the McDonald's of Cobra Kai?
That was Silver's goal in Karate Kid 3. He's like, we're gonna open Cobra Kai dojos all over the place, and Mike Barnes is gonna run it, help him run it, and you know, Kreese was like the guy that kicked it off for him, and he was the money man.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're basically picking up where they left off.
Yeah, no, I know. I remember that. It's just all of that for some fucking karate dojos.
It's crazy though too, because of how much time has passed. Like, this would have been more believable if they made this show in like 95, right? Or like 97. Like it's been like 35 years, bro. Like all that time, and now you guys are gonna get back focused on this. It's just, but that's just, you know, that's a product of like the streaming and like being able to make a show like this, because you're gonna make a show like this in the 90s. You know, and Karate Kid was a movie. They were never gonna turn it into a show back then.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? You just gotta enjoy it for what it is. If you just look at it like in a way that's like you try to rationalize it, it is totally insane. It's totally insane.
It's insane.
But yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. It's like, all right, after 35 years, I'm gonna terrorize this guy again. He doesn't do much with Daniel though. He kind of terrorizes Johnny a little bit more, which I like. You know?
That's true. He whooped his butt.
But
He
kicked Johnny's ass, man.
And I was a little bit worried that, you know, Johnny was going to use Miyagi-Do and like it was going to be this thing where he has this realization or whatnot. It didn't happen, so he still got his ass whooped.
He's probably the toughest guy in the whole show now. Like, who's going to beat Silver? Like, no one. Like, Miyagi used to be the toughest guy, but Miyagi's gone. So I guess that's why they brought Chosen in. Well, whatever. I'm going to spoil it in the ending. But they brought Chosen back, I guess, because he's supposed to be tougher than Silver, but I don't think he's tougher than Silver.
Wait. Oh, yeah, Chosen. Oh, yeah. The final scene. The final scene.
Yeah, man.
I think he will.
Miyagi kicked Silver's ass in Karate Kid 3.
Yeah.
But you know, LaRusso can't kick it. If Johnny got his ass whooped, then they're about even, him and LaRusso. So LaRusso probably get his ass whooped by Silver. And I think he's tougher than Kreese.
Well, I think so too. I think I think what happens is like, you know, he knows he's mastered the dark side of Miyagi-Do, you know? And I think that'll be the advantage.
Who? Chosen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be that. The offensive Miyagi-Do version.
Yeah. And maybe LaRusso will learn some of
Instead of the... Because Miyagi really didn't even teach LaRusso that much stuff. Like, he didn't want to teach him. He only taught him to, like, defend himself. He didn't, like, go into the whole thing of, like, all right, let's do this. This is tradition. I mean, maybe he did it off screen.
Yeah.
But in the movies, he barely even wants to teach him. Karate Kid 3, he doesn't want to teach him the whole movie.
Yeah. I wonder why. Dude, Kreese was a pretty badass looking dude back in the day.
He was.
Just looking at pictures.
No, the reason why he doesn't want to teach him is because of what happened with him in Karate Kid 2. Like, he had to flee because he didn't want to fight his friend to the death, remember? So Miyagi wasn't really a fighter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, he probably kicked some ass in his younger days.
Dude, he taught him to paint the fence, sand the floor.
Yeah.
I still think Mr. Miyagi just... I think LaRusso was never meant to actually do anything. Miyagi just wanted him to, like, fix shit around the house. And was really surprised when LaRusso started using those things.
Yeah.
And that's why he's like, well, fuck, now I gotta teach him a little bit more. I just don't understand.
Yeah. We taught him as little as he needed to. Let me get this stupid kid to paint my fence. That was a lot of big fence and a lot of cars. So
Yo, I love how Anthony called a TaskRabbit to paint the fucking cars.
Yeah. I knew. I saw that comment. I knew he wasn't really gonna do that.
All right. Do we want to? I mean,
that was a good goal.
Do we want to talk about Kreese?
Yeah. We should talk about Kreese.
Is there anybody else you want to touch on?
I think Hawk, and then we can probably close it up.
Call it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, why don't you go first on Kreese? Because I can't get over how good he looks when he was younger.
Yeah, he was a scary looking guy when he was young.
He's a scary looking dude.
I liked what they did with Kreese. I like that they really gave him a backstory in the last season. They showed like his military days and how he became.
Yeah.
I thought the bond with him and Silver was really, really expanded in the show. The show allowed for them to do a lot more with it, and I thought that they did a great job. I loved him going to get Silver and the way he went about it and how he kind of enticed them to come back. But I also enjoyed that they humanized him more. Like, he's not just this heartless bastard, but like he does have motives and he does care about Johnny. And I thought that made a lot of sense. Well, I don't want to say it made a lot of sense. I like it for Cobra Kai. I don't know if it made sense in Karate Kid. Because he basically just like makes Johnny do stupid things in the movie and doesn't really give a shit and tries to punch Johnny at the end. But it makes sense in Cobra Kai just because like he wants Johnny to come back and teach with him so bad, and I think I like that aspect. I like that he's been made human. He's not just like a 2D character that he was in maybe the original Guardians of the Galaxy. And anytime you do that, I like that. I like characters that have all different sides because that's what humanity is, right? We're all villains one day and we're heroes the next day. You know, that's how we are. So I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I thought that like when you were talking about Johnny Lawrence, his relationship with Johnny Lawrence is like really expanded in depth, right? And then, you know, Silver kind of pointing that out like as his like weakness, you know?
Yeah.
I think he's more obsessed over Johnny Lawrence than anything else.
Yeah. It seems that way. And I gotta be honest, Kreese, I thought he was gonna be like a quick little plot device, or like a quick season 2 villain, and then he would be gone. But they've really done a lot with this character, a lot more than I thought they were gonna do with him.
Yeah, I would agree.
And I've enjoyed that.
I would agree with that. He's not what you know. And I mean I think it's a good thing too. I didn't think he was. You know, he plays a cheesy villain pretty damn well, right? And I think this season was the first season for me at least where I just really saw him, like you said, humanized and
Yeah.
less of just this like weird ass villain, creepy old man dude, and because he's been just a creepy man, you know, to me at least.
He's really old. I mean, Daniel and Johnny are old. He's like really old.
Yeah. Guy's still in good shape though.
He was like in his. Yeah, he is. He was in like his 30s and 40s when the movie first came out. So like,
Yeah.
he's got to be in his like close to his 80s now.
Yeah. Well, has he starred in anything else? I don't know.
I think he's in Rambo.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about Hawk.
Yeah, let's get into Hawk.
The Hawk. The Hawk, dude.
Eli.
shit. Because I'm gonna buy it.
There's gotta be. They'd be stupid not to sell them. I'll tell you that. 'Cause people love this show.
Yeah, man.
I'm happy that people love the show because I feel like when we first started watching the show, nobody even knew what it was.
Yeah. Nobody
because
knew.
it was on YouTube Red. Nobody watched it, and I was just like, man, this is like the best show, and no one's watching it. But now I'm like, man, y'all were mad late on that show. We were watching that show, but you were watching that show before any of us. But like, we were like the YouTube Red people are like real deal Cobra Kai fans.
Really?
Yeah, they're like the OGs because a lot of these people came on board season 3.
Ah, yeah, that's true. So you're saying?
I think we watched like right after season 1.
You're saying that there's like a lot of like, are you saying that there's a lot of like noobs that like? So Cobra Kai has an insecure domain. I don't know what that's about. I don't know why they don't have an official website where I could buy those fucking shirts.
I gotta have something.
Sorry, were you gonna say something else about Hawk?
No, you said it. You said it all. You said that he molded Eli and Hulk together, and he's not relying on the reinvention. I think I was probably going to say the same exact thing.
My bad.
He ended really well, Hulk. I'm glad he won the tournament. I'm glad he won and not Robbie or Miguel. I feel like that would have been repetitive.
Yeah.
Thought it was great that he won and that he got his girl back. He had a really happy ending out of everyone.
Yeah, he did.
He's maybe the only person that had a happy ending.
Yeah.
Everyone else was miserable.
Yeah, everybody is miserable. But I'm glad that Miyagi-Do, and I'm glad that it ended the way it did. There was no other way to do it, you know? You can't have a repeat of I think you can imagine the entire season. You could try to predict the entire season where Johnny and LaRusso finally get their shit together, train these kids, and they end up whooping Cobra Kai's butt. You know? It was boring. They did it really well. So, okay, there's no official Cobra Kai website where they sell this shit. Wait. No, I think I just found it. It's called Cobra Kai Store. You can get Eagle Fang t-shirts, Miyagi-Do, and Cobra Kai. Shit! Oh, that's great, dude. Oh, shit. I'm gonna shop Cobra Kai. You know what else was very interesting is, when they were introducing all the dojos, each one has like a theme, like Cobra Kai being like the, packaged mall type karate,
Yeah.
Johnny Lawrence's Eagle Fang being like, they're practicing in like a warehouse and shit, and like a very industrial look. I would say Cobra Kai is more like the clean army look, rather, and then Miyagi-Do is like the very zen look. You can get Cobra Kai hoodies? Yes. I don't think I would go get like a Miyagi-Do shirt. Actually, they're pretty cool. Never mind. They're They're just not as badass as like Eagle Fang and Cobra Kai. All right, man. I think it's time.
I don't see the champion stuff.
Champion stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
that
like
Cobra Kai champion, yeah.
the synthetic like workout shirts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see that either. That sucks. Yeah, these. I mean, you get like the regular T-shirts and hoodies, but you don't get like the workout jersey shit that they got. That silver bot.
They got the COVID. They got the COVID mask.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, man, that kind of sucks. I kind of wish. Wait, you can get bedding and blankets? You can get Cobra Kai blankets. Wait, hold on. All right, so maybe there's more stuff. You get hats, phone cases, face masks, shirts. Yeah, you can't get the jerseys. Yo, this sleeveless, bite like an eagle, red muscle tee is pretty cool. I love it. All right, man. I think that's it. That's it for me, dude. I'm really hungry. I want some pizza.
Holy moly!
All right, man. It was fun. It was fun getting back on here and chatting.
Yeah, man. Seriously, I think we could do a series with all these movies that have come out, movies and TV shows. King.
Yeah, we definitely need to do a.
Thank you for the good show. Oh, you were listening the whole time doing homework? No shit. You like the movie? I'm tired now. You think we should do a couple more episodes with like TV shows and stuff, movies? I think it was fun. It was a fun time, and it gives me a simple title too. You know. Hell yeah! All right.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah! All right. We'll think about what we'll do on the next show. All right, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy your HW. This is the VAM show. I'm Twashe. And that's Jet. Peace.